CBS presents this program in color.
Welcome to our show this evening. We've got all our regulars here, Lyle Wagoner and Vicki Lawrence and Harvey Korman. And our guests tonight are the very lovely lady who's the star of I Dream of Jeannie, Miss Barbara Eden. She's so cute. And the nuttiest man I know, Jonathan Winters. Could we turn up the lights so we can talk to the people, please, before we start? Do you have any questions you might like to ask this evening? Yes, ma'am.
Do a motion picture with Lucille Ball.
Am I ever going to do a motion picture with Lucille Ball? It's funny you should ask. No. No, actually, Lucy and I have talked about doing a movie together, but it's very difficult to find the right property, but I would really love to, very much. I've worked with her on her show. I just did a couple that'll be on in December, and she was on our show, and she's quite a gal, and I would love to do a movie with her, but if you think of something we could do together, let me know, okay? The Odd Couple. What'd you say?
Beauty and the Beast.
Beauty and the Beast. That's our drunk cameraman. Any other questions?
Are you going to be singing any solos tonight?
Yes, I will be. Thank you for asking, Uncle George. Any other questions?
How do you manage to stay so thin?
Oh, how do I manage to stay so thin? Aren't you not? I'm really not. It's our marvelous costume designer that makes me look thin. I'm really shaped like an avocado. It's all just nothing here and spreads out. But I give credit to our costume designer for that. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, ma'am, little girl there.
Every time somebody asks you your measurements, you always say different numbers.
Why is it that every time somebody asks me my measurements, I always say different numbers? I don't know. It depends on what I eat that week. What do I think of mini skirts? I love mini skirts. Especially, I think they're so cute, you know, on people young enough to wear them. Yes, ma'am.
Is your announcer married?
Pardon me?
Is Lyle married?
Is Lyle married? I'm not gonna say. I'm not gonna say yes.
How old were you when you started being an actress?
How old was I when I started to be an actress? Aren't you nice? How old do you think?
34.
34? You out! Out! That's terrible. Yes.
When you laugh, is that your laugh that you always laugh?
Yeah, get yourself out of that one. When I laugh, is that my laugh? It's a terrible laugh. Yes, we call it my unfortunate laugh. I can't help it. It's just awful. I'm sorry. I hope it doesn't hurt your ears. I'd like to call out Johnny and to say hello to you. Jonathan?
Pretty? Huh?
Thank you. You do
That's
too.
a wild little robe. Well,
You like it?
got a zipper on there that you...
I don't need one.
Oh, you just sprayed on
No,
it.
it just comes right out. I wanted to ask you
Yeah.
about Johnny's going to be a neighbor of ours in December. He's going to be doing a show, a weekly television show of his very own. Tell us what it's going to be like, Johnny.
I don't have any idea what it's going to be like. No, that's not really true. We're still, kind of putting things together. We're going to have a girl on, a very attractive, pretty girl that you're going to have on your show tonight, Barbara Eden.
Barbara's going to be on
And Barbara's going to be
as
on
a
the
guest?
first show as a guest. And then we're going to have the Doors and the Chisels, the Hammers, as a special guest, big thrill for me, Red Skelton.
Oh, that's
So,
that's
we're going to do little sketches, things that, similar to what
What
you're
night
doing.
will it be on, Johnny?
It'll be on Wednesday
Wednesday night.
from 10 to 11. So,
Be sure and
boys and
watch.
girls, forget your studies. School's kind of a drag anyway, isn't it? Boy, was for me. I failed everything, including gym. But remember, it's Wednesday night, 10 to 11.
Yes, please
Okay.
watch. Be sure
All
and
right.
watch, Johnny, every week. Now I'd like to bring out Barbara Eden for you. Barbara, you didn't by any chance bring some of your magical powers with you, did you?
Oh, well, I always carry enough to grant 3 wishes.
Oh. Well, I want something. Have you met my announcer, Lyle?
Oh, yes, we met at rehearsal.
Yeah, well, get the powers ready. I want to call him out.
Okay.
Lyle! Woo-hoo. There he is. Lyle.
Hi.
I'm ready when you are, Jeannie.
What, Carol.
Yes.
I just want you to know that I think you're the most wonderful, the most beautiful woman in the whole world, and I adore you.
Get ready for number 2.
Carol,
Yes.
I don't know what's come over me, but I've just got to hold you in my arms like this.
Go, Jeannie, go!
Well, don't be a hog, Carol. I gave you 2 out of 3.
Don't go away. We'll be right back.
Good evening and welcome to VIP. I am your distinguished, charming, and nosy host, F. Lee Corman. Tonight we take you to the far north for an informal interview with one of the most beloved men of all time, Kris Kringle, better known as Santa Claus. This is Santa Claus's workroom at the North Pole. Obviously, he is getting ready for the Christmas season. Oh, Santa! Santa, where are you?
Hi there.
Hi there, Santa Claus. What is that you're drinking?
That's booze. That's the stuff that makes me go ho, ho, ho.
I see.
Well, how'd you like to be cooped up here 364 days a year with a bunch of squeaky little elves, huh?
Oh, yes, of course. Where are your elves, by the way?
Well, they're right over there in that workshop slaving away.
Oh, they work hard, I bet.
You better believe it. About 16 to 20 hours a day.
Is that-
Hear him?
No?
You don't hear him?
My goodness, what were they saying?
Well, they were saying, we want Walter Reuther, we want Walter Reuther.
I notice you have some dolls on the table there.
Yes, dolls are big again this year. I've got a wild assortment here. Here's the Richard Nixon doll. You wind this up, but it doesn't go anywhere. This is the Ronnie Reagan doll. You wind that up. Yeah, but I won't admit it. This is the George Romney doll. Brain is completely washable.
Well, they're very interesting.
Wait a
Have you
minute,
got
I have a
any
little more
more?
booze. I have a little more. Thank you. Yes, this is the It's the Lindbergh doll. It says, I do. This is the Ethel Kennedy doll. You wind that up, and it has another little doll. We have a lot of fun up here.
Santa, may I ask, what is that over there with the sheet over it?
Oh, yes, over here. I've been working on that for some time now.
Is that right?
That's, an educational toy, you might say.
An educational toy. May I see it, sir?
Why, of course. How's that, huh?
Did you make that?
What was that? Well, let's say that I constructed it. Lots of fun for Dad, wasn't it? When he tires of playing with that little electric train.
She's adorable, Santa. What's her name?
Her name's Pat. Pat Pending.
Really your name, eh? Is that toy for this Christmas?
No, not this Christmas. It's, you may not believe this, but it's not fully developed yet.
Well, how does it work?
A toy like this doesn't have to work, clown. But I'll wind it up for you just the same.
All right. Oh, Santa, what are you doing that for?
Well, she doesn't like cold hands on her key. Where's Mrs. Sandy, I wonder? Old beast. There we go. Oh.
I am a wife doll.
Oh, wonderful. Give us a little kiss.
Not tonight. I have a headache.
Man, it could have been such a Merry Christmas, right, gang?
Well, thank you, Santa Claus. Thank you, Pat. And good night from VIP.
Of all the hectic times I had bringing up my kid sister, I think the wildest was the night Chrissy and I decided to give Roger a surprise birthday party. To ensure the surprise, we made it exactly 1 week before his birthday. Since he always came home at 7 o'clock, all the guests were set to arrive at 6, and everything was going very smoothly until about 5:45. Here are the party hats, Sissy. Now remember, everybody will be in the kitchen, and you all come out and yell surprise when I say now. I know. Fix the coffee. I forgot to buy the coffee. I'll have to run out to the supermarket. Hi, Buddy. How are you? Hi. Oh, thank you. Now, remember, what you do is you go into the kitchen, and then you come out when Roger's here, but only when I yell now, and you say surprise.
Does Roger suspect anything?
Not a thing. Oh, that must be the Robinsons. Hurry. Take everything in the kitchen. Yeah, okay. Get the hurry. Oh, he never comes home this early. Get this one.
Why did you do that?
What, Charlie?
Slam the door in my face.
Oh, well, I did that because I didn't know it was you. I mean, you never get home this early.
Is that the only way you recognize me as the guy who walks through that door at 7 o'clock?
Oh, well, no. Usually you don't ring. You use your key and come right in. Why didn't you ring it? The bell.
Oh, I forgot my keys this morning. The whole day's been that way. Thought I'd come home early and have a drink.
Where are you going?
The kitchen to get some ice cubes.
No, I wouldn't let you do a thing like that, sweetheart. Get your own ice cubes? Never in a million years. No. I'll get your ice cubes and I'll fix you a drink. After all, I'm the wife, you're the husband.
Okay. What happened today?
Nothing.
You wrecked the car, huh?
No, nothing, no.
I'll get it.
No. I just remembered where I think I saw your keys.
Where?
Upstairs in the bedroom on the dresser next to the bed.
Great.
Well, go check on them.
I'll check later.
They may go away.
What are you
Go
talking
up and
about?
see. No, really.
Carol, what's the matter with you?
Check on them.
Well,
Make
have to
sure
check
so
them
they
out.
all know. No, go check, dear. Just check. Check away.
honey.
Huh? Wrong number. Wrong address. They wanted the Smith house.
Oh.
What do you do? Where? Who? What? How? What?
Keys aren't upstairs. Maybe that's in that jacket that I wore yesterday.
No, they're not there.
You know.
Well, I know because I sent all the clothes in the closet out to the cleaners yesterday. And before I did that, I looked in the pocket and there were no keys there. Roger.
Hi, Chris. Have you seen my keys?
Maybe they're in the closet. They're not in the closet! I'm thinking that I saw some keys up in the bathroom this morning.
Good, thank you.
Look at
Hey, wait a minute. I know where they are.
Yeah?
When I was putting on my jacket this morning, I heard something drop in the closet. Excuse me.
Roger, why don't we ever talk anymore?
Because we scream a lot.
No, darling, it's always running and working and going, and we never talk. Just man to man. No, man to wife. We never talk. Why don't we just sit down and talk to each other, sweetheart? Talk.
All right, can we start off if I ask you a very personal question, dear?
Anything.
Do you know you're a fruitcake?
Oh, you're so sweet. I know I may seem sort of jumpy now, but you have no idea what it's like spending an entire day in the kitchen!
That was good. That hollering in my ear, that's terrific.
No.
Would you tell me what this is all about,
Oh,
Carol?
nothing,
Come on,
nothing, sweetheart, nothing.
Honey, would you just tell me what I
Upset you.
Carol, I'm really getting upset.
Not for the world, I love you. You're my life.
Then why are you suffocating me?
Ricky! Get the door! That's probably that person about the problem in the kitchen. Take him around the back!
What problem?
The problem in the kitchen. It's nothing a person can
What person and what problem?
Well, if you must know, the sink leaks.
So what's so secret about the sink leaking?
What's so secret? I'll tell you what's so secret about the sink leaking. It may not mean anything to you, but I wanted to provide a good home for you. And it may not mean anything, but somehow a leaking sink makes me feel like I'm a failure as a woman. Carol, what? Everything's all fixed in the kitchen.
Wait a minute! Stop it. Something's going on around here, and I'm going to find out what it is.
You mean now?
I mean right now!
This has been We Love Barbara Eden Week around here, and we really do. She's one of the nicest ladies that we've ever had on our show, and this is the first time she's been here, and I sure hope it ain't gonna be the last. Miss Barbara Eden.
Bend it, show me you can move and do the dance that's really in the groove, and bend it, baby, there is nothing to it. Even tiny kids in school can do it. Just relax, there's stacks of time, so bend it, don't pretend it. Bend it, there's no need to hurry. Let your mind be free from work and worry. When we dance the bend like this together, I'm so sure that we could dance forever. Just unwind, there's lots of time, so bend it.
can't stay for dinner, please?
No, thank you, dear. To be perfectly honest, I never feel quite comfortable around Harry.
Yes, I can't say I blame you. I'm becoming a nervous wreck myself.
Well, you're a brave girl, Fran. There aren't many women would marry an invisible man.
Yes, I know it. Sometimes I wonder what I ever saw in him. Oh, I'm sorry, Aunt Martha, it was you. You never know.
Well, I was just going to say, looks aren't everything.
His looks aren't anything.
Are his parents invisible, too?
Well, his father is, but his mother is just invisible from here up.
That must be dreadful.
Not really. It helps her in her work. She's a topless waitress. That sounds like Harry.
Well, I'll just say hello to him and then run, huh?
Oh, do you have to go, Aunt Martha?
Yes, dear.
Oh.
Hi, honey. Oh, Aunt Martha, nice to see you.
Well, I wish I could say the same.
She's a scream, right, baby?
Oh, Harry, cut it out!
Where's my little kiss?
Where are your little lips?
Come here.
Harry, stop it! Harry, cut that! Harry, stop it! Let go! Harry, stop it! Cut it out, Harry! Not in front of Aunt Martha!
Well, dear, I think I'll just be running along.
Goodbye, Aunt Martha.
Well, goodbye and goodbye, Harry, wherever you are.
Kitty-kitty-coo!
It sure was good to see Aunt Martha, Harry.
Oh, where you going?
What good would that do? I'll get you dinner.
Nah, I think I'll skip dinner. I'm trying to lose some weight.
Oh, swell.
Oh, I'm tired. I've got to sit down. Hey, what do you say we go to a movie tonight?
No, Harry, that's not much fun for me. I don't like to just sit for 3 hours next to a bag of popcorn. Oh, will you move your feet?
That was my head. I was tying my shoes.
I don't know how much more of this I can take.
Hey, how about a little drinkaroo?
No, Harry, I'm not thirsty. Harry, no, please, please. I don't want to drink. Harry, don't you drink either. You know how you get when you drink, Harry.
Yeah.
You're lost already, Harry. Here we go again.
How about a little music?
No, leave me alone, Harry. I'm warning you.
Oh, come on, baby. Let's trip the light man past.
I don't want to dance, Harry.
Yeah, come on.
I don't want to dance. Harry!
Ann!
Harry! Harry, will you? Harry! I don't want to... Harry, stop it! I don't want to dance! Oh, yeah, look at the baby. Oh. My luck, it had to look like his father.
Oh, hey, the little fellow was starved.
Yeah. Oh. Good.
That was me. Who's that?
I'll get it.
Warwick Drugs.
Oh, gee, thanks.
Hey, what is that?
Well, it's a formula the druggist has been working on to make the baby visible. I'm going to try it.
Well, you can't experiment on the baby.
Huh?
Let me try it first, and if it works on me, then we can give it to the baby.
Okay.
Here.
Harry, you're going to walk right into the wall.
Hey, it works. It's amazing. It works. Give it to the baby.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight, as a service, we present to our viewers another in our illustrious series of documentaries. In order to bring you this special program, we have preempted the action-packed Western Frontier Hairdresser and the rollicking situation comedy Occasional Flop. Tonight's documentary is entitled The Wonderful World of Prisons.
Gosh, isn't he beautiful? Good evening. This is Walter Cragcase. I am talking to you from the warden's office here at Leavenworth Prison. Within these stone walls live some of the most hostile, hardened, violent members of our society.
the prison guards. This fine-looking gentleman here is Warden Lewis Hack. Warden? Hello, Warden.
How are you?
Very well, sir. How are you?
Well, just fine.
I'd like to ask you a series of questions.
Goody.
First of all, how long have you been at this prison?
Let's see now. I've been here for over 25 years. I started at the bottom, worked my way up. I was a prisoner.
That's really working yourself up. I've noticed that
I was in the library for 6 months.
Is that right?
Go ahead.
Mm-hmm. I've noticed that the prisoners seem to be rather well behaved here.
Well, we try to use a little psychology and understanding along with the constant beatings.
I've often wondered, sir, can you simply look at a man and tell if he's a criminal type?
Certainly. It always, for the most part, shows in the eyes and in the hands. And that is, if you know what to look for.
Well, what do you look for?
Well, you look for a mask over the eyes and a gun in the hand.
Sir, this may seem a little delicate, but many people have accused you of being cold-blooded.
Don't you ever say that. Understand? Why, these boys in this prison love me, clown. I'm like a father to these boys. As a matter of fact, I am a father to one of them. I've got a kid in here.
You have?
Yes, I do.
What was he convicted of?
Arson. He burned down a house. Seems that his draft card got a little out of line there. And...
I see. Well, Warden, I've also heard complaints that the men here don't get enough exercise.
Why, that's the most ridiculous, I almost said something else, statement I ever heard. Well, look at the boys out there through the bars and playing in the yard, just running around out there exercising. Look at them out there.
Well, I see them, yes, but I also see some police dogs chasing them.
What?
Police dogs. They're chasing those poor prisoners around.
That's right. We exercise the dogs and the men at the same time. Works out just fine.
Isn't that a little rough on the old prisoners?
We don't have any old prisoners.
Thank you, Warden Lewis Hack. It is not only the prisoners who suffer by their imprisonment, but also those who love them. There is perhaps no sadder slice of life than a prison on visiting day.
Oh, my darling, I can't take it any longer. I want to be strong, but I can't help myself. I'm only a woman, and I can't go on like this, week after week, just looking at you and not being able to touch you. My entire body is crying out to hold you in my arms and to kiss you, seeing you across this table so near, yet so far away. I can't control myself any longer.
Just one more minute.
I don't care what they do to me. I have to hold you in my arms and kiss you. I will kiss you.
Ladies and gentlemen, I see another visitor waiting quietly. Let's talk to him. Pardon me, madam.
Yes?
May I ask you your name?
I'm Muddy Fricker.
Are you all right,
No, gas. Went over. Passed by my lung and touched my heart and ricocheted.
Maudie, I must say it's a pleasure to meet you. I've heard all about you, of course. I hear that you come here every visitor's day. You never miss rain or shine.
That's true. Very true. I come here to cheer the boys up. I tell them not to look at this place as a prison, but as a school, and that they're naughty boys and have to be kept after school. Isn't that sweet?
Very sweet. I'm very touched.
Well, it beats telling them they got to go to the chair. Some of them have to stay after school, 40 or 50 years.
Oh, really?
And I tell them to go to the principal's office.
I see. Well,
They blew that, didn't
Yes.
they? Should we go back?
I don't think so. Let's go on.
They can edit.
I'm sure they can. Maudie, I must must say, you are a charming woman, and you have a marvelous, charming way of cheering these boys up. It's wonderful.
Well, you know, if it weren't for that screen, I'd really cheer them up. Some of those boys haven't kissed a woman in maybe 50 years. And that'd be wild, though, to get with them and lay one arm on them. Huh?
My goodness.
These are all my own. No, I was kidding. That's my dog's tooth there. A little feisty creature. Bit the baby twice. A cheer for the baby.
Oh. Morty, tell me, is there anyone special that you come here to see?
Yes, I come here to see my son, Lenny. And I always say, "Hi, Lenny." And he always says, "Hi, Dad." Lenny's weird, he's out.
Were there any indications when Lenny was young that he might turn to crime?
No, on the contrary. Lenny was a good boy. He was an Eagle Scout. He sung in the church choir. He attended school regularly. And, you know, the kid just didn't stand a chance.
Well, usually a boy...
Pretty suit.
Thank you.
Is that yours?
Oh, yes.
What else is my dad's dress? Go ahead.
Oh, yeah,
All right.
I was going to ask you what your mother wore, but I guess I didn't better.
He's a legionnaire.
Usually a boy... Marty, get back what we were talking about.
Yes, of course.
You were...
I'm 86, honey. I'm a little out of it. Be nice to me, or I'll cold cock you. Go ahead and ask me. I'm sorry. Farm expression.
Yes. I hope so. To get back to what you were saying, I think you were suggesting that he had the good part of his youth, that nothing happened to him, but I think it's just the other way around, that's the exception. Usually a boy turns to crime because he gets in with bad company.
Well, I guess that's what sort of happened to Lenny. He started running around with Arnold. And Arnold was an older boy. Taught him to do terrible things.
He was one of those neighborhood kids, was he?
No, Arnold was Lenny's father. Took him to a movie one night, and that's what started the crime.
Oh, was the movie one of those with a lot of violence in it, like Bonnie and Clyde?
No, honey, it was Mary Poppins.
How could that start him in crime?
He held up the box office.
Thank you, Morty Frigate, and good night from Leavenworth's prison.
strawberry jam and laughter, and every story ended with happily ever after. I remember feeling that I would be safe if I didn't step on a crack, when the sun was always up ahead and the wind was at my back. I remember Mary had a little lamb. One and one make two. Candles on a birthday cake, blow them out and your wish comes true. Does he love me? Does he not? Oh, tell me, Daisy. Oh, to be a child again. Oaks from acorns grew. One and one made two. I believed it all. I believed it all. I believed it all. Didn't you? I would like especially to thank tonight, aside from our guest stars, Leonard Nimoy from Star Trek, who was so nice to come over and surprise us like that. And be sure and watch next week when our guests are going to be John Davidson and Mickey Rooney. I'm so glad we had this time together, just to have a laugh or sing a song. Seems we just get started, and before you know it, comes the time we have to say so long. Good night.
Aunt Martha was played by Barbara Morrison.